Good morning, good morning, good morning, Halito. Good morning. This is Peanut Nola 504 and his Aborigine perspective. Today I'm not so much into talking about so much in our our Aborigine a lot of things that's going on with the Aborigine. But I mean I guess it's one of our people, you know what I'm saying? But good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It feels great to be a little bit more energetic, getting myself back together because I have been sick, for a minute, you know what I'm saying? But you know I'm engaging. You can hear it in my voice, you can hear the enthusiasm, you can hear that I'm back, I'm climbing back, you know what I'm saying? If I'm away from YouTube, it must be a reason, okay? Shout out to Realize TV. My brother, look at him, Immortal. What's going on, my brother? How you doing? We got Immortal, my brother Immortal in the house. What's going on? Peace and blessings. Nothing but the peace and blessings here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, even if you're in the bushes and you're checking out my channel or whatever, please hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't like what my content stands for, you can hit the dislike. It helps the algorithm. I want to sit here and tell you guys that this is educational. This is an educational talk today. I really wanted to talk about this. Didn't have a chance to talk about this because for those who followed the Nature Boy drama throughout all them years of watching Nature Boy destroy these young ladies and destroy these young men, the minds of these young men. There's a man that that I really respected through all the occurrence. This man wanted his daughter back, and his name was Mr. Marquez. I know a lot of people have hit this topic. A lot of people have talked about it and everything. I didn't get a chance to talk about it. The brother is from New Orleans, Louisiana, and this is a moment where I get a chance to break down about you know about your children. Basically, this is the outcome of what can happen. You know, your children. You put so much emphasis and you put your heart out there for your children, and then you fought so hard to get to make sure that they do the right thing, and you know you lose the war yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy thing. The brother, Mr. Marquez, I watched him go to Mexico trying to get his daughter. His daughter was lost into a cult, and watching this man, basically at an older age, and his wife at an older age, looking for the loss of his daughter. His daughter was lost into a cult, and she didn't know no better at the time. She didn't know no better. She was just thinking she knew it all. She laid with this narcissist cult leader, and it just went into to a situation where she basically got pregnant by this man, and she almost lost her life, and they're having the baby, and so many episodes of what's not to do. And the man did what he had to do as a father. Shout out to D Harris. The man did what he had to do as a father. He loved his daughter. He's from New Orleans, Louisiana, and people thought he was clout chasing because he was trying to find groups to try to get his daughter back. And come to be, the man was never clout chasing. The man was endeared to his daughter. His daughter did. It's hard to force a 20-something-year-old woman to shake off the demons. It's very hard. Shout out to Copper Color TY. Shout out to Color Copper TY. It's hard to fight off your demons. Everybody got a demon. Everybody got a demon, and it's deep within inside them. They listen. We have people who listen to other people. and can be manipulated by all kinds of demons. And we may not understand what your demon is. Some people demon is drug overdosing, dealing with drugs every single part of the way. You know, we lost Whitney Houston, so many celebrities. You know, the brother Michael Williams. We lose that brother. So there's demons in our life. There's demons that controls and our minds. I'm not talking about the gospel and all this stuff with religion. This has nothing to do with religion. A demon can be anything. A demon can manifest in you and control you. A demon can control you by a person. A person can control you, and that can be considered your demon. And that's what people don't understand. Sexual, you can be demonized through sex. Social media, we have a lot of people who love certain people, but you can be demonized through sexual predators. And I want people to understand that. You know, you had young Pharaoh, who a lot of people, a lot of these ladies had their mind set on that little demon. Crossed in into demons like Brother Polite. Then you got I always say you got the Dr. Umar Johnson, another demon. Who you sit there and we look for justice, and look for somebody who's uplifting the community, but they're demons. Same like Nature Boy. And that's what Nature Boy did to the young lady. And now she's without a father who went to all means to love his daughter. By all means, he went everywhere to look for his daughter. But when you're fighting grown people who want to be grown, and they ruin their lives, there's many of us, we set high hopes and dreams for our children. Shout out to Sister Soul. We set out hard, high hopes and dreams for our children. We want the best from our children. We want the best. Everybody wants the best for their children. I don't know a person that don't want the best for their children. Everything that we do in our life, we want the best for our children. We'll give it all. You know, I had a nice Silverado. It wasn't brand new. It wasn't a brand new Silverado truck. But my son was going into his last year of college. And I gave my son, I said, son, you're going to graduate and you're going to make some big money so you can take my baby with you. Now, my truck wasn't brand new. My old Silverado wasn't brand new. But it was a nice truck. But I know that my son has done good by me. And I said, son, you're going to graduate this year in college. And rather you buy a brand new car instead of buying a brand new car and wasting your money. And because I told you that buying a home is better than buying a car right now. Getting your credit in top shape is better than buying a new car. So I told my son, I said, son, shout out to Son Kiss. I said, son, take my truck. Son, my old truck, and of course I have a nicer car, but I told him to take my truck. And then my truck don't come back. My son almost get killed in my truck. 18-wheeler, smashes into my truck, but the truck saves my trusty old truck saves my son. First day, him getting back to school. Because you trust into your children and you want what's best for your children. And that's what Mr. Marquez was to his daughter. He wanted the best for his daughter. But his daughter, who went, who had dreams into agriculture and getting into nature and venture off and learning about science and nature and stuff like that. She was going to school. She dropped out for this nasty boy, nature boy cult. This man was expecting his daughter, who was only 20, at the time, only 19 something years old. At the time, he was expecting 19 or 18, whatever it was she was when she went into the cult. He was expecting her to go out and be something with herself. But no, he did not expect that a cult leader would jump into his daughter's life and change everything, the dreams that he hoped, and that his daughter would turn into a menace and run with a bunch of menaces. So you don't expect these things as a man, as a father. You don't expect your children to go left because you try to give them the best. You give them the best of you. So you don't expect them to go left on you. So you can give the children everything. You can give your kids everything of your hopes, your mind, your dreams. You can give them everything. See, I never was a man who tried to live in the shoes of my children. I just want to put them in the best position to win. See, I can't live for my children. I got to put them in the best position where they can win. So if they cause the excuse, they fail, that's on their dumb ass. But I will set them up in a predicament where they can win. And that's what Mr. Marquez was trying to do with his daughter. His daughter went out to another land, another place with a cult leader, and changed her name, and went out there and got a part of social media, and was out there doing it all, embarrassing her family, went against him, tarnishing his name, the family name. But that father was there. Shout out to Jay Free. That father was there. Throughout it all, he was there while his daughter was disrespecting. While his daughter was disrespecting everything that the man built in his family, the daughter was disrespecting. And it happens. You can give your children everything, but your children will neglect and forget the things that you have worked your ass off to get them on top. And I think that's problem with the problem with today's generation. We are trying to make these children our friends. You can't make your children your friends. It's the worst thing that you could ever do is befriend your children. Your children are a part of you. That is a part of you. It's a I would like to say your children is your higher self. But you don't look at them on the same playing field as you. We got so many people out here trying to be friends and not trying to be a parent. And that's when the disaster happens in our lives. Trying to be a friend and not trying to be a parent is totally different things. We have disconnections when it comes down to our children. And then, let me tell you something, because they'll turn it right back on your face. They will turn it right back at you Oh, you was there, you're trying to dress like some of these women out here trying to dress like their daughters. Some of these men trying to dress like their sons, not understanding that the fact that they suppose all of us, when we were young, we had a time where we were doing things that were changing. Now, I remember a time when I was young and I was going through changes myself. I wanted I put some peroxide in my head. I wanted a different color. Shout out to Brandon Rogers. I wanted to try something new. So I put peroxide on my flat top. Shout out to Chief Willie Hare. But you got to understand that when you are a child, you think of like a child. Children do children things. When you are a man evolves as a man, and a man do manly things. Same thing as a woman. So it's not our job. See, my mother used to say, boy, put that shit out your head. She was not for it. She was not for it, for me having peroxide in my head. See, these are the things that you got to understand, that you can't co-sign everything that your children do. Shout out to I don't get it. Egyptian goddess, Brother Lawrence, I don't get it. We got so many people who want to be friends when it comes down to their children. And then when it's time to be a parent, they don't know how to deal with the changes in the things that goes on. And then you wonder why you see so many children crying out for attention. You see so many things that's going on social media. You see what they looking like. You wondering what the hell going on. It's because people want to be friends and not be parents. Shout out to Curtis. People want to be friends. And I'm sure Mr. Marquez was not playing that shit when Velvet was acting the way she was. He was not playing with her. He was not trying to be a friend to her. He was trying to be a father to her. And all she was doing is being manipulative. She's manipulating. And she tried to destroy her father's legacy. You know, this is a man who had many children in the house. You know, she's a daughter who is still upset that the fact that her father was with another woman and not with her mother. See, you know, Velvet was very, very spoiled. And she was upset. She didn't want her daddy with another woman. She wanted her daddy with her mother, which is expected. You know, that's with most. When you're crying out at 19, 18 years old, and you know your father is doing the best that he can do, and you're stressing your father. And rest in peace to Mr. Marquez, because you know you know it's very hard to see that man stress so hard over his daughter who left the family to you know, had a situation where she could have went and got a scholarship, and she went and ran off with Nature Boy. And it's sad because I want you guys to understand that these YouTube streets, Instagram, can all these social media outlets can take your children. Shout out to Big Dog Philly. These social media outlets can take your children if you let it. And it can take you. It can actually take you. And that's what happened to Mr. Marquez. He ended up on social media, and he ended up getting a platform himself to try to save his children. And let me tell you something. This shit is for the dogs. It can take you too. Social media can take you and drag your ass in. You know, like I told you, you know, I've been sick. Anybody ain't heard from Peanut Note 504? I tried to come on, but I was too sick. I couldn't eat jack shit. I could not put down jack shit. I couldn't do nothing but drink water. Had no taste buds. I was really gone. But I had to go to my natural things that saved me. The things that helped me out was natural things that helped me out. My natural herbs. And I want people to understand that this content that I'm talking about is about your children. That this can happen to you or it can happen to anyone. Stop being friends and start being parents. I have never felt so sick in my life. So some may say, "Oh, you had that Rona." I probably did. I probably did. I have never felt this way. I am 46 years old. I was so drained, and never felt so sick in my life. And I tried to come on social media. I tried to come back and appease my audience and come back to my people. But I couldn't. I couldn't. I was sick to my stomach. Shout out to Janet, the Nubian queen. I went from 245 pounds to 232 pounds. That's how sick I was. I'm a big man. I'm not a small guy. I'm 6'3". Now I'm 235 pounds. I didn't want it. I didn't want it that way. But I want you guys to understand that your children. You got Janet, the Nubian queen. Shout out to Gretchen Hell. Yes, I'm here. I'm here from it's the grace of the Most High, which is the sun. Because the most times I was out in the sun to try to drain all this wickedness out of me. Just a moment. I'm so sorry. I had some technical difficulties. I was on the phone. I had to take care of some phone issues. I mean some personal issues. But back to where I'm at. Thank you guys for holding in. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. But back to what I was talking about with Mr. Marquez. Is these are the things, the effects that happens with, it can happen to your children. And I sit here and there's never too much. There's never too much of what you should and what you should not do for your children. There's never too much of what you should or what you should not do for your children. Because there's a difference. And I keep telling people, you're so busy trying to make them happy. You're so busy trying to make them be on, to make them feel like, to want them to love you. You're afraid of disappointment. That if you say no to certain situations, that you're gonna lose them. I want you guys to understand. Shout out to we got old son in the house. Shout out to Gretchen Helm. I want you guys to understand that we are not getting any younger as parents. We are not getting any younger as parents. As your children stress your ass out, the things that your children do affects you. The things that they do out here in these streets affects you, your body. Sometimes a lot of you guys don't think that you're stressing. A lot of you guys don't think that nothing is going on with your body. But you are feeling the effects of what your children is doing. Your children represents you. They are another piece of you. So when they go out here, they represent you. The things that they do in life, everything reflects you. And you have to understand, being a parent is not always saying, yes, you can have. Being a parent is called teaching them how to earn love and respect, earn the ways of life. These are things that you have to earn in life. Shout out to Bronze. We have to earn. You have to earn your way, and it's crazy that we are getting away from the ancestors, the teachings of what your parents have taught you. Yes, your parents probably was harsh on you. There was a time where you felt like your parents did too much, or there were a little bit. That was a situation in that time. You thought that your parent whipped your ass a little bit too much. You thought that your parent was a little bit too hard on you. You felt like, but let me tell you something. We are now, you wondering why this era, this life is all feminine. It's all soft. You're wondering why life is so not, it is what it is. You're not prepared for toughness in life like our ancestors were, and like you were, or like you were taught. You have to be prepared for the tough situations in life. Some of these young people have mental breakdowns. They're overdosing. They're dying because they're not mentally prepared. They're not. Some of them get upset because you say something that is the truth. You got to be careful of what you say. You got to worry about of what you say, because if you say the wrong thing, that they're gonna be upset with you. What is good is being a parent when you can't tell the truth, when you can't tell them what not to go into. Your job as a parent is a job of protection, as a protector. And it's a shame that every time I listen to people that, oh man, my parent was too hard on me, man. My mama whipped, man, it was abuse. But we never talk about them conditions, them times. See, there was a time where your parent had it rough. That was some rough times. They had to bust your ass. There's no discipline. And all you worry about is the government taking your children. Let them take them if they can't respect you. If they can't respect your household, let the government take them. But you have to teach the truth. Shout out to Rashawn. You have to teach the truth. If they're talking about they're going to call the police on you, they're talking about they're going to do this to you, you never give a child the power over you. You never give a child the power over you. You tell them, damn it, let them come get your ass. Gemini 55. How weak have we become? We wondering why our children out here dying. You weren't all you mamas out here whining when you got to go bury your children in the coffin. You whining. Why? Oh, my baby, my baby. Oh, your baby was out there. You was neglecting your baby. You was not being a mother out there. You didn't know what the hell it was, but you sitting there hollering, my baby. You want to sit there, all you fathers out there who don't be a part of your children's life. Sperm donors. Because that's all you is, damn it, is a sperm donor. We got children out here that are out here under the bridge. We got children out here who are running the street, wreaking havoc in neighborhoods. You don't know where the hell they at because you don't have no self-discipline in your life. And it's crazy. Like I said, shout out to Mr. Marquez. And rest in peace to Mr. Marquez. Because the brother, like I said, the brother ran all over Costa Rica, ran all over different, places looking for his daughter. But you can only do so much as a parent. And that brother stressed his life away and he died. Rest in peace, Brother Marquez. Because he stressed his life away because of his daughter. Some of the wild shit that his daughter was doing, the embarrassment. Could you imagine how embarrassed that this man was? Could you imagine how embarrassing it is to see your daughter, to find out that your daughter out here, buck naked with a cult leader, out here all over all different types of countries, buck naked, being arrested with a cult leader. And then when she finally get her shit together, then you stressed out, and she leaves the cult leader, and then you die. There's so much that we put in with our children that you will lose with yourself. Knowledge seeker in a house. And everything starts at home. Everything starts at home. When you don't feel guilty because you told your children no. Stop listening to the national media. Stop listening to the white man. Stop listening to everybody telling you how to raise your children. Stop listening to social media. Just be a good parent. Just be a good listener. Sometimes being a listener for your children can change the outcome of life. It ain't just about money. It's about listening. And she has another baby on the way, another baby. Not a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out, but this man graciously was being a father. She had that father, and now she lost that father. That's what they tell you. All you children out there who listening to my content, life is too short. The things that you do to your parents, you ain't gonna miss the well till the well runs dry. So you honor your father and your mother. I know some of you guys don't believe in the Bible. I don't, I know some of you guys don't believe in that. But I do believe in certain parts what they say. Honor thy father and mother, or your days shall be shortened. I believe that. And I'm a spiritual person. Because I'm going to tell you like this. If we want to switch it, honor elders. It don't have to be the Bible. It could be, it's just common sense of honoring. You're supposed to honor your elders. And we have people who are losing that. And then when you lose your mother, see, I lost my mother at 76. At 74. She made 76. It's 2 years now. And I miss my mother like it's like yesterday. I miss having that phone call. Sometimes I call her old phone, expecting her to answer that phone. Cancer took my mother. But some of you are stressing your parents to death. Some of you are taking your parents away, and it ain't even cancer. The people that love you the most, you wreck. The people that give a damn about you the most, that you kick in the ass. And that demon inside you, it's not the devil's demon of the Bible that manifests inside you. You should know better with right from wrong, because you was taught the standards of right from wrong. You don't need a Bible to tell you not to kill. You don't need a Bible to tell you not to steal. Lanyell in the house. It's crazy. And this brother here, like I say, shout out to Mr. Marquez, because this is what I made this video out, and hopefully that this man that don't go in vain with your life, because it can be you all into your children, and you give your children everything, and then your ass dead. Shout out to Black Wolf. Holla at that Black Wolf. Well, I just love the wolf names, you know. And for those who know, I'm the Silver Wolf, but I just love the Black Wolf. The Wolf Pack in the house. Salute to you. Halito, good morning. Aborigine TV, some of the great channels that, shout out to, this is one of the greatest channels that I love to watch, Aborigine TV. But we got to get to talking about family. And this is the problem. Most of us have children. And some people can't even have children, but half of you guys don't realize the blessings of having children. But there are some bad things. It comes with the good, it comes with the bad. And like I said with Mr. Marquez, you know, the young lady, Velvet, took it out on her father because she was a jealous daughter who was upset the fact that he moved on. You know, his wife and him had separated, and you know, this is the outcome of it. And the man, like I said, the man loved his daughter. He went all the way up to Costa Rica to go find his daughter. He went to Mexico to go find his daughter, to get her out a cult. If that ain't love, damn it, what is it? And he was an older man looking for his daughter. And his daughter was 20-something years old when he went out to Costa Rica to get her out of coat. But you never miss the well till the well runs dry. You ain't gonna miss the parent that love you the most, and these parents that love you until the well runs dry. Now you're fatherless. And reality sits in, like, you're going to be sitting there wondering when that phone call comes. And you don't have that father no more that loved you the most. And this is what I hope that you guys understand with the content that I'm bringing out is I want you guys to stop with all the things that you think that's so best for your children. What's best for your children is listening to your children, not giving all the time, teaching love, earning respect. Because what's good, all that shit, you ain't taught them shit, and your ass dead. We are hindering our children. I don't give a damn when they ask God, get you, your job is to get them to 18 years old. That's your job. Now, if you haven't done nothing from 1 years old to 2 years old to 3 years old to 4 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, or 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old, if you haven't did a damn thing there, you ain't gonna never. And when they get up to age 15 and 16, then you lost them because your ass didn't do a good job at them early age. Let me tell you something, these are vulnerable ages. Great Lakes in the house. The vulnerable ages, adolescents. But then you cry. And like I said, they suck you. The children can suck the shit out of you. They can suck you like like a leech would. If you let them, there's nothing wrong with spoiling your children and giving them things that you didn't get. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not against you giving things to children, that giving your children the things that you didn't have, but you got to give love with it too. You got to give the love, and you got to be able to teach and be able to talk so they can listen and learn. It's not all about giving. Giving is a thing. It's something extra, and it has to be earned. See, it's the problem now. We giving things. My son earned that truck. My son earned that truck. I watched my son take my truck that was sitting because I'm a truck driver and I don't get to drive my truck. And my wife and I, we have a nice car. So I don't I watch my son put new tires on my truck. I watch my son go out of his way fixing the pump. My son earned that truck. I watch my son get out there and put my truck back together. He earned my truck. And he took my truck to college and he got in an accident. Thank God he survived. But he earned his way to drive my truck. We don't understand love comes in discipline too. Love comes in discipline. Love ain't always about giving. Love is earning and becoming productive in your life. So when you let them go out into society, you can breathe knowing that you gave them the best. Shout out to Charles Johnson, knowing that you gave them the best. Because all I'm going to give my children is the best because they earned. I got one son that's graduating from Belhaven University. I got another son that's out in Iowa. We have to let him go all the way to Iowa. Sometimes you got to let them go far so they can learn. Then I got junior and a sophomore. Shout out to my baby boys. Shout out to my baby boys who are great listeners. But guess what? When they fall off, their daddy is here to pick them up when they fall off. And that's just what Mr. Marquez was doing. Shout out to Funi Fee. Because that's what father is about. That's what mother is about. When they fall, you are there for them. And that's what that man, Mr. Marquez, was. When his daughter fell deep, when she fell deep to the wickedness of a nature boy, he was there with his daughter. And he got so much criticism, so much all kinds of things that he got, clout chasing and all this shit. Some of the things that his daughter was out there was doing was so disrespectful. Some of the things that his daughter was doing, and Fundi Fee would tell you these things because Fundi Fee had covered Nature Boy, covered Mr. Marquez like no other. And I watched a man who was grieving over his daughter till it took him out. I believe that his daughter took him out. I believe that his daughter took him out. And there's only so much that you can do in life. There's only so much you can do. You can't buy love with your children. These are the things that I tell you that you in adolescence that you install, and they will always come back. That's just what you do. You when once you install something in your children, and when they leave and they do something stupid, they still gonna come back. They always will come back. But the problem is that what we do as people, we allow our children to take. And see, let me tell you something. Damn it, don't take without bringing something back. And I want you guys to understand that. See, you can take. See, these are earning situations. These are things. I'm never gonna. I'm not the best parent in the world. There's some things that I want to do to be a better father, but I can't take back the teachings. Some of the things I've done, I'm not going to sit here and question myself. And once you do something, you do it. Yeah, that man heart broke and he died because he wanted his daughters, he wanted his family, and Nature Boy is a bitch. Y'all done heard me talk about polite, but Nature Boy actually is the real bitch because he is. To be honest with you, Umar Johnson might have took your damn money. So what? That's your dumb ass for letting Umar Johnson take your damn money. That's your dumb ass for letting Polite take your money. But when you got a cult leader out there who is taking the minds of young people, he is the worst. And I have not seen no one go out there and get this man arrested. No matter how hard we tried, how many protests and all this, this is what society let out there. They allowed Nature Boy out there so long. I don't even follow Nature Boy. I don't even know if he's taken down, he in jail or whatever. I don't follow that shit no more. Because when you give so much attention to this motherfucker, that's how he got powerful. Nature Boy is the worst of all, out of all of them. Because he actually affected people. There was an older woman who died in Costa Rica. There's an older woman who died, who they still can't connect, don't know how the hell she died. There's an old woman who gave up her medicine, who gave up her medical. The lady was dying. She died without her medicine. He told her to leave her glasses. The lady could damn near die. She couldn't even see. They were stealing this lady jewelry. Soon as this lady died, they were running around with the lady jewelry on their neck. We haven't seen to get Nature Boy locked up. He was having sex with men, having sex with women, with younger. It's not the fact that he having sex with. These were younger people, underage young people. And Mr. Marquez tried to save his daughter. who had multiple diseases because of Nature Boy. Multiple diseases. This man was ruining women's vaginas. If you think I'm making a joke, you need to go see. This man is carrying diseases, putting or polluting women, brainwashing women. And I couldn't be a chief in my melanated community, in my Aborigine community, and not tell you about this. This man was carrying multiple diseases and having anal sex with these women. Multiple diseases. But he's still hanging around. He's still hanging around. This is the kind of people that everybody, and we got some of these we got some of these ladies, we got some women out here that was intrigued by Nature Boy. We had older women going out to travel to see Nature Boy. They will travel to see Nature Boy. Not just young women, older women. Giving up everything, giving up their credit cards, giving up their food stamps, giving up everything. Giving up everything and to this homosexual. Because this man here was not just and then he going around and tell him that he's polygamous. Don't know what the hell what polygamy stands for. Polygamy was for building nations. If needed to have for people to be polygamous, it was for falling nations. If they had to repopulate nations. But we sat there and we watched this man bring young men, young women to different countries while Mr. Marquez was praying that his daughter would come back. And he was trying to keep he was always saying that Nature Boy is going to try to get his daughter Eliana. He was always worried about that. The man was always worrying that Eliana would be taken from and Nature Boy would make Eliana his wife, his own daughter. For those who follow my channel, make sure that you follow all these great channels on that are following me. And remember that it's not too late for you to learn your land patterns. It is not too late for you to learn your laws. Okay. Understand that this is an Aborigine channel and realize that we are the Aborigine people. We are the original Indians of this land. Okay. Yes, I may stray away from some Indian topics, but this is an Aborigine channel. I want people to understand that we're gonna start getting back to the panels. We're gonna start getting back to talking, the real, start getting back to our people and learning where we come from. They have, like I said, Aborigine Power, Aborigine TV, the Matriarchs, all these great channels have been holding it down. All these great, great channels out here. The Holiday, we have the great Chief Holiday and all these other great channels. And I'm just so thankful that all the time you guys always show love for Peanut Nola 504. Because I'm not just into the Aborigine, I'm into the people of us helping our families, our children. I talk a lot about things like this, about family. And I want you guys to understand that I'm all about my community, trying to support us and get away from the people that have been destruction to our family, to our people. And I want you guys to please share the videos, also subscribe to my channel, Peanut Nola 504. I got to get out of here, but pray for the Marquez family. I didn't get a chance. I was sick. I was so sick. I'm just able to talk again and get back. Got my taste buds back. Can't wait to eat some different and get my mouth back. Watery again. But I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you guys for being very patient as I've been going through my illness. You know what I'm saying? But I'm back. I'm back. I tried to come back the other time, but I was just too weak. Okay, but I'm grateful. I'm thankful. You know what I'm saying? All glory goes to the Most High. Shout out to Pony Locks. I see you, Pony Locks. I see you, Tony. I see Tony and Pony Locks in the chat. Yeah, yeah, you heard me. I see you. But let me look down and see if I don't miss. What There go the Wolf in the chat. We got Rashawn in the chat. Yeah, you're right. I got my family in the chat. Yeah, you're right. All glory goes to the Most High. And I hope that you guys get information from me and that you learn from the stuff that I talk about. I hope that you guys able to listen and understand what I am teaching and the things that I'm talking about. Today I was talking about family, and I just want you guys to embrace, and I just want you guys to understand that this could be your life. Okay, you could be another Mr. Marquez. Okay, so it is what it is. Shout out, thank you so much, Janet, the Nubian queen. But and we got Shelley Woo in the house of Nathaniel, and Nathan in the house. What's going on? What's going on? Peace and blessings. All glory goes to the Most High, the highest sun out there. It's beautiful watching the sun come up. I'm in North Carolina right now. I'm on the East Coast, in North Carolina. So, the shout out to all you guys. I'm about to go pick up my load and keep it going. But peace and blessings to you guys. As the time go by, I'm out of here.